Welcome guys. Today's tutorial, what you do is first you do your base chain. Okay, so depending on your waist, you are making the crop top. Okay, so you make your chain and you measure it by putting it around your high waist and see if it's okay. I'm using a 4.0 mm hook and acrylic yarn, a gogo acrylic yarn, which is sold in Ghana here. Okay, you can use any yarn that you want. You can use any hook, and your hook must always match with your yarn. Okay, so after making your base chain, what you do is you do a single crochet to put it in place. Okay, then you chain 7. You chain 7, you skip 5, you skip 4, and in the 5th chain hole you do a single crochet. Okay, then you chain 7 again, you skip 4, in the 5th stitch hole you are going to do your single crochet. Okay, so this work is all about chaining, skipping, and doing a single crochet. Okay, so you keep on doing that to the end of your work. Okay, so you chain 7, then you skip. Okay, you chain 7, you skip, you do your single crochet. Okay, so when you get here, you do your chain, then in between you do your single crochet, like inside the first stitch or the first mesh, you do your single crochet. Then you put your marker, your stitch marker there, just to indicate or show you where you started and where you are going to end. Okay, so that you don't mess up the place. Okay, you keep on with your chaining. So you're going to chain 7, and you do your single crochet. Okay, in between like this. Okay, you chain. Okay, so you do this, you chain, and you can chain 8, you can chain 9, but make sure that the one that you started, you keep on with it. Okay, so this top I started with 7 chains. You can do 8 chains, and the more you chain, the more your gap widens. Okay, so if you want your mesh to be bigger, you must chain more to get a bigger one. If you want it smaller, you must chain less. Okay, so with the 7 or 8, I think it'll be okay, or you can go with 9, 10. You see that when you get there, you are getting a bigger mesh, and you go round and round and round and round till you get to the 9th row. And on the knife, this is what you are getting. And what you are going to do is you are going to make a chain, okay, which is going to form the arm, okay. So with the help of your stitch markers, you create a space, like you leave you skip two of the meshes, okay. So you put your stitch marker and you do the same for the other side, okay, just to indicate or show you where you're going to put your arm or where you're going to make your chain, okay. So this is what you get. Then you make a chain, you fix your yarn with the help of your hook. You fix your yarn to where your stitch marker is. Okay, so you insert your hook and you pull your yarn through to make your first chain or single crochet. Then you make another single crochet just to put it in place. Then you chain, okay, cut off your excess. Then you chain, depending on how long you want it to be, okay, you just chain. So this one I'm making like 25 chains or 30 chains, okay, depending on how long you want your arm to be. Okay, so after chaining, what you do is you fix it at the other side of your work. Okay, so you fix it at where your stitch marker is. You single crochet, then you do another single crochet just to keep it in place, okay. Yes, so we are done with one arm hole. Okay, so you cut off your excess, you fix it gently. Okay, you fix it again. Then you cut off this excess from here. Right, you do the same with the other side of your work. Okay, so this one of your armhole, just cut off any excess or just hide your excess. Then you can take off your stitch marker. Okay, so this one armhole, then you do the same for the other side of your work. So guys, you take off your markers from your work and this is your crop mesh top, okay. So simple to make. Let's put this aside and start with the mesh pants. So this one too, you do your chain, and this one too, as just like the first one. You do your chain, and you are starting from the hip. Sorry, you're starting from the waist. Okay, so you do your chain and you put it around your waist, your high waist, just to check whether it's okay with you. Or you can measure the your waist, your high waist, and chain according to. Okay, so you make your chain, and after making your chain, you fix it, okay, by single crochet just like before. Then you put your stitch marker there so that you won't miss your starting point or your ending point. Okay, next you do your chain, and this one, with my chain, I'm going to increase it. The first one, I made a chain of 7 and single crochet, but this time I'm making 8, because I didn't really like the stitch holes were a little bit smaller for me, so I'm just increasing it by 1 chain, making it 8 chains over here. So you chain and you skip 4, and in the feet you do your single crochet, okay, just like before. So you go round and round your work just like you did the crop top, and your yarn will also determine the number of chains that you should, and your preference also counts. Okay, so if you want it bigger, you do more chains. If you want it smaller, if you want the mesh to be smaller, you decrease the number of chains. Okay, looking at the yarn that you are using, you can use any yarn for this work, being acrylic or cotton or any yarn for this work. You can use it, and your yarn should always match with your hook. Okay, so you go round and round your work. When you get to the end of your work, you do your chain, then you do your single crochet in between the mesh, the first mesh that you created. So you continue with your work of chaining of 8 or 7 and single crocheting into the mesh. Okay, and you do that till you get to row number 6. Next, what you do is you do your chain. Okay, so where you ended, you do a chain until you get to 19 centimeters. After getting your 19 centimeter, what you do is you locate the middle part of your work. Okay, so you locate the middle part and you put your stitch marker there just to give you a guideline. Okay, or you can count. Okay, so make sure that the left and the right side have the same number of mesh. Then you do your single crochet. Okay, so this, you'll be getting something like this, and you keep on with your creating of your mesh. Okay, so you chain 8, then you do your single crochet throughout. So it's like we've divided our work into 2, and you are going to work on one side of your work till we are done. Then we start with the other side of our work. Okay, so as you move along, try and count the number of mesh rows or stitch rows that you create, so that you do the same for the other side, so that you not mix things up, or one, so that one side will not be longer than the other. So you do your chain and you single crochet in the new chain that we created. Okay, the new chain that we created, you do your mesh around it. Okay, then you continue through to the other side. So we've divided our work piece into two, and we are doing the mesh around one part so that we'll continue with the other parts when you are done with the first. Okay, so this is what, after working on the new chain that we created, this is what you'll be getting. Then you keep on with it, chaining of 8 and single crocheting into the mesh hole that you have. Okay, so you do this till you get your desirable length. You go round and round and round, and according to the length of the person I'm making for is 36 inches. Okay, so you repeat the same till you get to 36 inches with this side of your work. Okay, so with this side, what you do is you insert, you locate where your stitch marker is, then you going to chain and do your mesh through till you get to the 36 inches as well. So you put your hook with your yarn, you pull through, you make your first chain, then you chain your 8 and you do your single crochet, do your chain. Okay, so we are going to do this just like we did for the other side, round and round and round and round till we get to the same height like the other side of our leg. After going round and round, this is what you'll be getting. Okay, you should get something like this. This is so beautiful. You can make it in any color that you want. And guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are new to this channel, and see you another time. Bye.